what? I'm busy. Dog rise. Let me give you little things to wipe my glasses off. How you doing, folks? Well, I decided to get on the damn YouTube live, and I've just now been informed I have hit 1,000 followers. So now I can do YouTube live videos, mobile, just like TikTok, I suppose. I'm very, very happy about that. I thank all of you that bum rushed me to 1,000 followers. Thank you, one and all. If you were just checking me out on TikTok, I was there for just a little bit and noticed that my phone was dying. So put my phone up and got it charging, and then just checked YouTube and saw somebody said I just needed like 2 more. And then I looked and it said I was at 1,000. So I guess that is that. Good milestone. Now, understand, folks, my focus, my reason for doing this is to make everyone aware that first, we're Hebrews. Second, the kingdom approaches. And more importantly, as Hebrews, we have, I say, avoid caucasity at every given turn. And as long as kingdom has not come, we need to get that goddamn grin off our face. There. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Ain't a damn thing funny. Last thing I talked about, and I did share it on my Twitterverse. The white man shot his black neighbor in Missouri, claiming self-defense. And, 2 things struck me about this story that were interesting. The one thing is, of course, that the neighbors claiming that this man was breaking in, witnesses contradict that, saying that they were friends, which tells me quite a bit. Second, the thing that most interests me about this whole thing is that the guy was arrested for the murder, of course, for the killing, and then released. I mean, I dare say that if a brother shot a white guy that he claimed was breaking into his house, as neighbors said no, they knew one another, I'm pretty sure the guy's not going to get released that night. You see, they're never so kind as to themselves. It's an amazing thing. It's what we're seeing with this whole fucking insurrection shit. It's what we've seen with this monster this woman raised, who's taken the lives of 4 children for no other reason that he was bullied. And he felt some kind of way for no other reason that voices wouldn't stop. When you write shit down like that, and listen, folks, let's examine things as they are. Okay, let's examine things as they truly are. When you write something down like that, and a teacher finds it, that is intentional. That boy wanted that note found. That teacher took a picture of that note, and in some way, shape, or form was able to allow it to be back in the kid's possession so that he could scribble what he drew, but thankfully she took a photo of the threat. And, those things, though, disturbing or not surprising, that they did not think this child a threat with all the indicators of threats being present within the circumstances, and did not take appropriate action and did nothing to prevent the lives that were taken. It's, for me, I just can't imagine a parent, having to hear the circumstances that led to your child's death, when the circumstances are the ones we're talking about. I mean, it's just, I kind of understand why the parents tried to flee, because you have 4 families that are now putting together how what happened, and the neglect throughout the entire ordeal. The opportunity at multiple stances in this whole thing to stop. When I talk about deaths that could have been avoided, these 4 are at the pinnacle of my meaning. For no other reason than caucasity gone unchecked. And I said it during my live. I'll say it here. I said it during the TikTok live. I'll say it here. I saw the arraignment. I wasn't impressed. Don't cry, motherfuckers. Don't cry. Don't cry at what you do. You know what? Listen, at least be, adult enough to take it, because regret at this point is fucking meaningless. I mean, I can't imagine as a parent, I would give two goddams about that woman's tears, her being upset, inconvenienced, locked up for the rest of her fucking life. I don't care. Preventable tragedy. In my mind, just another, and it could have been, as these folks create these communities. They create them either by moving into locales and building up their communities of, non-exclusion, or they create them through the precipitous redlining and how the real estate market is margined and sectioned off, so that eventually and over time homes aren't sold to others. So now they have the androgynous society that they long for, that they yearn for. And I keep telling my wife over and over again, when folks who claim to be white, remember, we're not talking about regular folks. We're not talking about Germans and Polish and people that don't have any association with that racial classification. They do exist. But these uber white people, that's what they are. They're folks that are energized by having white skin. These folks that create these havens for themselves, expecting a utopia of some sort to somehow manifest itself with the absence of anyone that doesn't look like them. It's a fucking fantasy. Because no more dangerous do these beings get than when they are by themselves and isolated. And I say that not simply from observation, but from fucking history. Give me a break. Give me a break, man. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with these creatures? Is having, white skin so ominous, there's such gravity in its possession that you have to exclaim its greatness at every given goddamn turn? I've been thinking about this greatness attached to white skin in the minds of folks who call themselves white, which in itself is a relatively new categorization. I wonder, with that definition, with that, that self-defining, is it handed to you the right-wing white nationalistic views that you tend to have? Or is there a problem? Is there something missing within you that causes this need to exclaim your greatness? Let me explain what I mean. Greatness don't have to be yelled to the high heavens all damn day. Greatness is evidenced by what it produces. I'm looking at what the fuck they're producing. I'm not impressed. And please don't hold a mirror up and tell me to look at the black community. I've seen the black community, but see, more than that, I've seen what's caused the black community. Okay? And, one causality differs from another causality, motherfuckers. You feel me? The same thing that puts in play monsters like the ones raised by these barbarians, these Trump supporters who think for some reason that it's within their right to teach their children to take life indiscriminately if they're inconvenienced or bullied. These motherfuckers got nerve. And then you send your children to school and expect that they're not taught the truth about how these motherfuckers were created in the first place. this won't end well if left unchecked. I mean, give me a break, man. No, I mean, the cycle of stupidity and the obviosity of their intent, their disingenuous nature. And again, folks, I'm talking about those individuals who identify themselves as being white. I'm not talking about anyone else. I'm not talking about Polish, German. I'm not talking about French. I'm not talking about, Italians. I'm not talking about English. I'm not talking about anybody. I'm talking about those people that hold on to the classification of race. That shit's gonna go. It's about family. It's about tribe. It's about geography, and it's about bloodline, motherfuckers. It ain't about race. And I welcome the day the Creator returns to this planet and rids the planet of the falsehood, the lie, the fucking illusion that is the caste system put upon this planet by individuals infected with the disease of caucasity. Shit irritates the fuck out of me that we have to maintain a subjugated posture to this shit until God comes and delivers us one and all. Hebrews. And please remember, folks, as you go about this penal colony for Negroes without that goddamned grin on your fucking faces, you remember how you got here. And you remember who you are as you sit here. The royal family of David, the line of Judah, set apart, special possession of the most high God of all creation. That's who you are. And our business, our purpose is not in line with the nation's purpose. And all of us need to wrap our mind around that fact. We are set apart by how we are treated in this country and generally. There is something about Negroes. And I'm here to tell you what it is. Your royalty. The royal house of David. By God, and don't let anyone tell you different. There's no reason for us to deny this any longer. There's no reason for us to simply think on it. It is a fact. We are Hebrews. Now, are there other Hebrews? I don't know. I don't know if the natives are Hebrews. I don't know if Mexicans are Hebrews. I don't know. I know the tribe of Judah. That I know. And they had to have the tribe of Judah. So, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the 1,000 followers. Appreciate it. You know the format here, and it is a format I intend to erase caucasity from your minds. I'm also to the task of reminding you on a continuous basis, you are the royal family of David, that you should treat one another as such. I need you to understand how the royal family that they call the Windsors treat themselves. The code of conduct that they have for each one claiming royalty. Folks, it's a book. It's an encyclopedia of what they can and cannot do to one another. If we, as Hebrews, recognizing who we are, were to establish that no Hebrew is permitted to do harm to another, and that you can draw the line there. You can be angry, be upset, difference of opinion, doesn't matter. Fine. You don't want to be friends? That's fine too. You don't have to. But the line is drawn on physical contact, on harm. Can you imagine the impact that would have not only on us, but on the Gentiles who look to us? And that is what they do inadvertently, through being entertained by us, watching us play ball, watching us sing, watching us act. They're after our energy because it has been set that way. We are the people they are to emulate. And they do so, don't they? But at this point, they emulate us with the taint of caucasity. And soon, with that wiped away and true worship established on this planet, kingdoms gone, any in opposition to the Most High God's kingdom. And then we set to the task of being the example on this planet of how to worship the Most High God in spirit and truth. Thus, God's original purpose for us will be fulfilled. Okay, that's the message. Very well. All right, folks. So, Chris Cuomo's gone. First suspended, then terminated for living up to the bro code. I mean, it's his brother. You know, what are we talking about here? You know what? He did exactly what anyone else would do for their brother. I'm sorry, they damn near look alike, so you know he's going to stand up for him. He's done. But you know what? For some reason, I think Cuomo's going to fucking survive. I don't feel sorry for Chris Cuomo at all. Give me a fucking break. I don't know. So people ask me if I follow other well-known, I don't want to say activists, because I'm not an activist. But folks like Tariq and Dr. Umar, and I say yes, along with Brother Yacoba from TI Ministries. That's the only ministry I ascribe to. If that must be known, that's it. I don't watch or look at anybody else because I just figure I got to pick one. I'll pick that. That's it. The only books I read, spiritual help books, whatever, that's Dante Fortson. So two people that I will definitely promote. Dante Fortson, TL Ministries, Brother Yacoba. That is a standard. Boom. But when we talk about oh my God, when we talk about Umar, Dr. Umar, when we talk about Tariq, those guys are they're really productive, active, and I would say community leaders. Even I don't want to say maybe examples. They lead the way in the way that they do, and I couldn't touch them with any degree of knowledge, information, skill, because they've been doing it too long. My hat's off to both of them, especially both of them. I don't agree with what both of them say at all times, but as awake, unfearing, fearless Negroes, I'm 100% behind them. But as far as me, trying to put myself anywhere near their caliber, no, I'm not trying to either. I'm not trying to be a Tariq. I'm not trying to be a Dr. Umar. I'm not. You know why? Because that's their lane. My lane is raw. Just not just because I don't want to be. I just uncouth is what I am. I'm just generally out of fucking line. God damn it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to be decent. I'm not going to be cool. I'm not going to be delicate. I'm not going to, I'm not going to gently, no, none of that shit. That shit's fucking over. My only message is to stay the fuck awake and get that goddamn grin off your faces. Anything else you need to know, you go to men better than me, greater than I, because I'm just a guy that's talking shit. Because I do it so goddamn well. Okay, all right. All right, you hear me losing my fucking voice. I was only doing this because I hit 1,000. So, folks, I appreciate that. As you can hear, I'm losing my voice because I did 2 shows back to back. But thank you so much. Support my Patreon page. I may do something else. I don't know yet. I may try to get into a glide path and make this as full-time as possible if my voice can keep up. Everybody have a good Saturday. Shabbat Shalom. And thanks again for the 1,000 followers. You guys have a good evening.